I've actually had one person say thank you for saving my life. So if I could do this job for free, I totally would.
Yay!
Well, enjoy, have fun. I'm Kiki, I'm a nutritionist, and in California, I make $80,000 a year. A nutritionist is a person that works with someone to help them improve their health through a holistic approach with food and lifestyle. I have 2 clients this morning that I'm meeting in person. We're going over their body composition analysis, so we'll see their muscle, their body fat, and their body fat percentage, and if they've had any changes there. I was making around $25,000 to $30,000 a year with my business starting off. Back in 2018, I was just charging what used to be my 3-month program back then, only $300, which was $100 a month. Compared to what it is now, I've also not only gained a lot of experience, but I've also was able to do other certifications or even courses to better my coaching skills and my expertise. The first one that I have is Precision Nutrition. They have a level 1 and a level 2. I have both of those. Level 2 qualified me to get the National Board in Health and Wellness Coaching. So I was able to gain that certification, and that allowed me to charge at a higher level. Now I'm actually in the works of receiving a certified nutrition certificate. We've been working on trying to improve your protein without using soy. Now that it's been more than a month, how are you feeling?
I feel really good.
I have about 22 clients right now. I offer a variety of programs based off of the client's goals and needs. I can offer as little as 3 months up until a year programs, and those program prices can run as low as $2,200 to about $5,000, and then the maintenance could be around $150. Your body's a little bit more on the sensitive side. It's not a severe thing. It could be something that you can do sparingly, once or twice a week.
Okay.
My income comes from multiple sources. I work at a clinic 2 days out of the week. I make $28 an hour, and I get an extra $1 because I'm bilingual. I started off in the health and wellness space as a fitness instructor, and I discovered my passion for nutrition was greater than fitness. I transitioned to a health coach, but you can't necessarily work with them one-on-one on their food without a degree. I decided to go back to school, get my master's in clinical nutrition. Okay, you're all done. I am looking at the difference between their weight, their skeletal muscle mass, and body fat, and then it'll give us a nice reading of their water weight. For Chuck, your weight didn't move as far as before and after, but you lost almost 2 pounds of body fat.
Oh, great.
And you gained it in muscle. My mom was an accountant, so I learned at a very young age on how to write everything I spend and make sure I tally it at the end of the month, so we're staying within budget. What we spend on our mortgage is $2,400 a month. As far as healthcare, on average, $300. And as far as the back-end office stuff, like hosting your website, having apps, scheduling services like that, could be around $300 or so. I also have a business consultant that I work with very closely, and I pay him $150 a month. And I am part of organizations for networking that can vary, but roughly about $150. Our internet and stuff like that, it's like $80. I get my produce from the local farmers market on Saturdays, so I can spend less than $50 for the week. Whereas a grocery store, I can easily spend like $70, closer to $100 for all my groceries. A lot of these patients have a lot of chronic disease, so they need to work closely with a provider, either metabolic syndrome, type 2 diabetes, hypertension, cholesterol. They're the ones that are referred based off of those health markers, or if they have a desire to change. To see what I like to call non-scale weight victories, so like them putting on pants that they weren't able to put on years ago, keep up with their family on a hike, little things like that just light me up with joy. Nutrition is medicine. Nutrition heals, and it does so much for our bodies. I just made a Thai influence chicken summer salad. Ta-da! I want to be able to not only impact people's lives, but offer careers for people. My goal is to have a team in the near future. My hope is that as being a nutritionist, I can impact one person, and that can have a ripple effect to impacting more.
I did the other day have like a breakfast sandwich. There was a soy protein in there. I ate that. I didn't feel bad. Like later that day or the next day, it was okay.
I'm here to collaborate with my clients and empower them, and for them to know it's their choice at the end of the day on the decisions that they make. A lot of times people kind of neglect even wanting to see a nutritionist because they're afraid that they're gonna have to change everything. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Indeed's channel. We'll see you next time.
Well,
We're done. I'm just so
and scene.